Melt this Bologna. There's her ultimate. We're going to go ahead, chase her down, and use our ultimate. She uses her beads. I hate that feeling. We tag her with our 3. We're very weak. We're going to keep chasing her. We're going to activate our 2, activate our 3. We're able to get the pick onto the Bologna. We're going to get some basics onto this Thoth. We're able to get the pick onto him. Amaterasu's now here. We're going to get some basics onto her. Save our 3 to get that last hit so we can secure this triple. Boom. We're able to get a triple kill. Feels good. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shawnee B Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play Kuang in jungle. If you are new to the channel, I upload every single day. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intentions of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. If you are a returning viewer, I feel like last season Kuang was kind of slept on, but now that Eye of the Jungle is a thing, a lot of higher level players are starting to pick him up in jungle. I think Kuang has always been really strong. His execute makes him very relevant, and if you build attack speed on him, he's just very, very fun. So let's go ahead and jump into Kuang's kit. Starting with Kuang's 1, Water Illusion. Kuang is going to teleport forward into stealth, and he's going to leave behind a copy of himself that lasts for 5 seconds, and he's going to be stealth for 5 seconds or until he attacks or takes damage. If Kuang activates this ability again, his clone is going to deal damage. Kuang's 2, Dragon Call. Kuang is going to summon 6 dragons. If he lands a basic attack, one of the dragons is going to dive onto the target. The dragons are going to last for 10 seconds or until Kuang uses them all. Kuang can activate this ability again to shoot the dragons forward. They're going to damage an enemy and slow the enemy. The slow is going to be 30% for 1 second plus 0.25 seconds per remaining dragon. Kuang's 3, Windstorm. This is a cone attack. Kuang, if he hits an enemy with his 3 and he has his 2 active, the dragons are going to dive onto a target, 1 dragon per enemy hit. Kuang's ultimate, King of the Eastern Sea. This is his execute. If the enemy is below 30% health, Kuang is going to launch them into the air and review his true form. While airborne, he is able to pick a landing location, and if he does execute somebody, he's going to receive a heal. The execution threshold is 30%. He's going to gain 10% of his maximum health at level 1, 30% at level 5 if he executes someone. And finally, Kuang's passive, Dragon King's Sword. Every 12 seconds, Kuang gets a stack. With stacks available, his next non-ultimate ability that deals damage to an enemy god is going to reduce its cooldown and heal Kuang. Whenever you execute somebody with his ultimate, you're going to get full stacks. The heal is going to be 5% of your maximum health. The cooldown reduction is 2 seconds, and you can have a total of 3 stacks. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, we want to put a point to our 3. Level 2, put a point to our 2. Level 3, put a point to our 1. Then we want to put another point into our 2 at level 4. Level 5, put a point into our ultimate. We do not want to max out our ultimate whenever we can. Instead, we want to max out our 2, max out our 3, and then we can either max out our 1 or start putting points into our ultimate. I think it's important to have the extra damage on your 2 and your 3. In terms of the start, we started with Eye of the Jungle and Tier 1 of Ring of Hecate. Eye of the Jungle is going to provide us 20 magical power, 15 HP 5, and 15% attack speed. We're going to go ahead and get some damage onto this Thoth, and we're able to get First Blood. That's going to be an additional 500 gold in our pocket. The passive on Eye of the Jungle, you deal 30% increased damage to jungle monsters. Upon defeating a large jungle monster, you place a ward that lasts at its location for 30 seconds. We're really picking up this item for the 15% increased attack speed. We're going to go ahead and hit the red buff before we back. We're going to pick up the Tier 2 boots. We always want to try to pick up Tier 2 boots instead of Tier 1 because Tier 2 is going to provide us with some power. Tier 1 is just movement speed.
You're amazing.
Your left tower is under
Cancel that.
To thee, my brethren, mighty sword!
So right there, we activated our 2, we used our 3, we hit 3 minions, so we launched 3 dragons. I'm going to go ahead, teleport over to the blue, make sure we get the XP, walk back, detonate the 1 so we get some damage off, and then clear the minions. So So the issue with going Eye of the Jungle is we're going to be burning a lot of mana in the early game, and we don't really have any means of getting mana back. We could itemize and build into a Doom Orb or something if we were concerned about our mana. However, I think if we just buy some multi-potions, we should be good. We just hit level 5, so we do have our Execute if we can get somebody weak enough. We're saving our abilities because we're pretty low on mana. There's his dash. We're going to shoot our 2. We're going to go ahead and execute, but Janice is able to clean it up. We are playing with this Ymir. This Ymir is a friend of a friend who switched from League of Legends and is pretty new to Smite. We're going to go ahead and back. We're pretty weak, pretty low on health and mana. We're going to go ahead and pick up the lifesteal boots and then try to continue our rotation. The Artemis does not like our friend, which is a shame. She is very talkative, and I think only gets worse as the game goes on. Since Janice went down, we're going to go ahead and clean up this wave and then meet him at the red buff.
Jungle Your left tower is under attack. To me, my brethren.
Even though we just backed, we're going to go ahead and back to start this next rotation to replenish our mana.
I'm building stacks.
Kuang does have an attack chain. It is a 100% of the damage, 50%, 50%, then 100%. So he has 4 attacks in his attack chain. The first and the last do 100% of the damage, and the attacks in between only deal 50% of the damage. So this means that we can auto attack cancel with Kuang. If we can run in there, land a basic attack, activator 2, land a basic attack, activator 3, land a basic attack. The 3 basic attacks that we land are going to be dealing 100% of the damage. We do have our execute. It looks like we're going to try to make a play for this Amaterasu. She's about half health. We just need to remove another 20% of her health. We execute. We get healed for 10% of our health. We're going to go ahead and peek the enemy blue. It is here, so we're going to go ahead and drop it.
Your enemies are falling left and right. On my way.
I think if you really wanted to go Bumpa's Dagger on Kuang, you absolutely could. We're going to activator 2. Get some good damage onto the Ymir, but that's really all we can do. And now we're kind of out of mana.
Out of mana.
Our teammate's able to get Totem of Ku. That is going to help us with our mana issue.
Out of mana.
We're going to go ahead and fall back. Red is about to respawn.
I'm going for
If
jungle
we played that a little bit better, we might have been able to get the pick onto that Neath, but we're kind of out of mana. Kind of hard to do a lot with the amount of mana that we have. So Artemis says she needs the jungle buff. I just assume that means she's going to go pick it up.
Our middle tower is under attack. A deadly tool for a deadly world.
I need the jungle buff. Thanks.
But apparently it was my job to get a purple. I feel like most hunters usually get their own purple, and they complain if you don't let them get it themselves. So, a little confused by that. However, if she tells us to get it again, we will go and get the free golden XP. So right here, Achilles is in mid. This wave is going to go under tower, and nobody's going to get the gold or XP unless we rotate over and clear it. We really don't want to fight Amaterasu. She's going to be able to just beat us, essentially. We do have our execute. We're going to go ahead and clear the blue buff and then clear one more wave.
Enemy missing left. Your left tower is under attack.
We're going to go ahead and cast our 2 so we can get the cooldown started. If we held on to it, our cooldown would not start until we lose our dragons, which I believe is like 10 seconds. Might be 6 seconds. It's a decent amount of time. If we just cast it early, we can get our cooldown started earlier and then get our 2 back up for mid.
A mighty sword! A mighty sword!
We're just trying to farm up. We are the highest level in the lobby. We want to extend that lead. Kuang with the lead feels amazing. Kuang from behind does not feel so great.
Your right tower is under attack.
That was pretty cool.
Neith is really overextended right here. We're going to blink in. Get some basics on her. Save our 3. We're going to dash up now. Use our 3. Get some basics. We don't have enough mana for our execute. We're going to go ahead and just clean her up with our 3. We probably could leave this wave for Artemis, but she went for purple, so now I don't feel so bad taking this wave. It does take us a long time to clear wave. Our speed is up, so we're going to go ahead and back right here. And we have enough money for Ring of Hecate. Ring of Hecate is going to provide us 80 magical power, 25% attack speed, and 15% magical lifesteal. It has a passive that each successful basic attack applies a hex to enemies and empowers you, increasing your power by 5% and reducing the power of your opponent by 5% for 5 seconds. This can stack up to 3 times. So I'd say Kuang definitely feels like an auto attack based character. And a lot of the magic happens in your 2. So as you land 3 basic attacks and you have your 2 on top of it launching dragons, you're going to increase your magical power and decrease the enemy's power. So each dragon should be dealing more damage than the last, up to 3 times. We have our passive fully stacked, so whenever we damage an enemy with an ability, we're going to gain 2 seconds off of its cooldown. And it's going to heal us for 5% of our maximum health. We're going to peek the enemy red buff. It's not there. Red buff is up, so we're going to want to make a play for that after these harpies. So we've maxed out our 2. We've maxed out our 3. Gonna get our 3 off, land some basics. We are full health, we can eat this. We try to execute, but Janice is able to clean it up. Sometimes it'll launch into the air, sometimes it will not. I think early in the game it did not launch us up. That time it did launch us up. We didn't get the kill. We can kind of fight this. Oh my goodness, we can really fight this. If only we had our execute. Too bad we falsely executed Ymir and didn't get anything for it. We're going to go ahead and back, pick up the tier 2 of Telkhines ring. So I think that Artemis thinks that Bellona is solo. She is not. She's their jungle. This Artemis goes down once and then just throws a fit. We are level 14, 13 minutes into the game. Still the highest level in the lobby. We're doing a pretty good job farming. We might even hit 20 by 20 this game.
Well, that's too bad. Good luck. Bye now.
2 people here. We get frozen. Get some good damage onto this Ymir. We take a lot of damage ourselves. We do have our ultimate. We are very weak. We're relying on this execute, and I hate that. I hate when that happens. Ymir was below 30% health, yet he's recovering health every second. We get in there, and he went from 30% to 31%, and we do not get the execute. Because of that, we go down. It's a terrible feeling. Whenever your execute gets beads, Aegis, or just a situation like that, they recover health, it just feels bad. Anyway, we could have used our 3 to get him a little bit weaker, and then use our execute. I think we were pretty low on mana though. So Artemis says, "You lost my lane, thanks." Can't be her fault. It's gotta be our team's fault. We blink in. We're saving our 1 for whenever she backflips, just like that. We use our 3, get her with the basic attack. Can't really fight into Amaterasu without her 2.
You're welcome. Not an issue.
We're going to go ahead and clear the blue buff. The blue buff is going to provide MP5 and 10% cooldown reduction to whoever's wearing it. The enhanced will provide 20% cooldown reduction. We do have enough money for Telkhines ring. We're probably not going to back until we've completed our rotation.
Good game. To me, my brethren.
Getting some good damage onto that Toth. He's within execution threshold. Great wall by our Ymir. We're going to go ahead and execute this Ymir. We're going to look for the right time to land. This Toth's probably weak enough where we can just land on him. Yep. We're able to get a double kill. Now we're in kind of no man's land. We're in a bad spot. Amaterasu's here. We're going to activate her 2. She activates her thorns right away, so we're just going to fall back. We were able to avoid one of her ultimates slashes, so we were able to avoid the stun. Bellona's now here. Somebody has a frostbound, which is a terrible feeling. We're going to wiggle. Keep wiggling. We have our 1. Boom. We're going to go one way and then immediately turn around and go the other way. They think we're moving that way in the jungle. Ha ha ha. We are not. We are moving the other way in jungle. We managed to get out, and we're going to go ahead and back and pick up Telkhines ring. Telkhines ring is going to provide us 100 magical power, 25% attack speed. It has a passive that basic attacks deal bonus damage of 10 plus 15% of your magical power. This does not affect structures. So we're sitting close to 300 magical power, so our bonus damage is going to be around 45. Plus 10, so 55? That sounds right. We could just look at the damage we're dealing and figure it out from there. 62. I guess my math is off this morning.
Your right tower is under attack.
Melt this Bellona. There's her ultimate. We're going to go ahead, chase her down, and use our ultimate. She uses her beads. I hate that feeling. We tag her with her 3. We're very weak.
Not an issue.
We're going to keep chasing her. We're going to activate her 2, activate her 3. We're able to get the pick onto the Bellona. We're going to get some basics onto this Thoth. We're able to get the pick onto him. Amaterasu is now here. We're going to get some basics onto her. Save our 3 to get that last hit so we can secure this triple. Boom. We're able to get a triple kill. Feels good. Kuang in the late game, I feel like it's really easy to connect multi-kills. Now that they have 4 people down on the map, Gold Fury should be pretty open. So our team is dominating, I feel like. We're kind of winning every lane, minus how Artemis views it. We have participated in 11 of our 15 kills. We just backed and picked up Typhon's Fang. Typhon's Fang is going to provide us 70 magical power, 200 mana, 15% lifesteal, and 10% magic penetration. It has a passive that your healing obtained from magical lifesteal is increased by 30%. Your magical power is increased by twice the amount of your magical lifesteal. So we have 15% from this, 15% from Ring of Hecate, I believe 9% from the boots, so that puts us at 39%. Go ahead and double that. It's going to put us at 78 additional magical power. I'm going to try to take this fight with this Amaterasu. That's super unfortunate. She used to ult at a good time, was able to save herself.
Enemy ultimate incoming! Oops.
We did hit level 20 by 20 minutes. Feels good. Don't get to do that every game this season. Toss in a weird position. We're going to rotate up on him. From 2 dragons, we take him below 50% health. We're able to clean up Toth, and we didn't even have to use our execute. Our 1 is down. This one has Frostbound. Dimir is here. Amaterasu is rotating in. This is not good. We should have moved towards that Janus portal. I didn't realize he ulted for us. I thought he just ulted to get damage off. We should have gone for the Janus portal. We might have made it out. So now I'm just calling it out, letting our team know that they have 2 Frostbound hammers.
Ultimate is ready. Attack. Group up. Behold.
I feel like Frostbound's the cheesiest item in the game. The enemy has it. I don't think there's another item that makes me go like, oh no. More than if they have Frostbound hammer.
I'll attack right lane. Bye now.
We're going to go ahead and make our way to speed buff. We did have enough money for a tier 1 of Demonic Grip. We probably should have picked it up before moving out to lane or to jungle. Looks like Achilles is going mid, so we're just going to go ahead and push his lane. As soon as we see somebody try to stop us, we're probably going to dip. We have okay Tower Shred. Nothing crazy. We're definitely not a hunter whenever it comes to Tower Shred. Amaterasu's here. I'm going to go ahead and go for her. We'll fight this. We will fight this. There's our ultimate. We're going to blink up using our 1. And let me execute you, Ama. Yumi was thinking about rotating in, and he says, nope. We're going to go ahead and keep pushing this lane. 2 people in mid. One person in right, 2 people in mid. So Toth is the only one who could respond to us, and he's all the way over in right. So we're good to keep pushing this lane. We're going to try to destroy these minions before they can deal any damage to our minion.
An ally has been slain.
We're going to make a play for the Phoenix. They only have Amaterasu up, and she is over here. We're able to get this Phoenix relatively weak, but we're going to have to dip. She stuns us. We use our Aegis. She has Frostbound. We're going to have to fight this. There's no other option. It's a good thing we have Mad Lifesteal. We do not have our Execute, which is super unfortunate. We really couldn't even run away because she had Frostbound. So while she's over there, our team should be able to push this right Phoenix. We're going to go ahead and pick up the Protector of the Jungle, which is our Relic upgrade, and then we're going to pick up Demonic Grip. Protector of the Jungle is going to provide us 100 magical power, 35 physical protections, and 35% attack speed. It has a passive that while you're in the jungle, you're going to gain 12% power and 12% protections. Then we are also going to pick up Demonic Grip. Demonic Grip is going to provide us 75 magic power and 30% attack speed. It has a passive that your basic attack reduces the target's magical protections for 10% for 3 seconds. This can stack up to 3 times. So right now we are over the attack speed cap, meaning that we have more than 2.5% attack speed. However, we're not allowed to go over that, so it caps out at 2.5 attack speed. Gold Fury is up. It is an Oni Fury, so we definitely want to make a play for it. We get some good damage onto the Ymir. We're going to just use our 1 to get out of there. Our Ymir is able to destroy their Ymir. That's 2 down on the enemy team. We do have our Blink. I'm going to activate our 2-1 combo. Amazur also uses her ultimate. We're just going to use our 1 to get out of there. We're going to loop up through jungle here. Have our team push up mid. We're going to try to get them from behind. Looks like Alma backed. We get the pick onto Bologna. We get some nasty damage onto this Thoth.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
Be careful, middle.
Be my brethren.
Oh, that is some damage onto Alma. We're able to get the pick onto her. We're going to avoid the Ymir ultimate. We're able to get a double, get the second pick onto the Ymir. Our team's pushing Titan is just this Neef left. We're going for it, but Janice is able to clean it up. We're able to secure the W. Well, that's going to be the end of this one. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.